Hi, I'm Aveline, princess of a small European kingdom, and also I'm the oldest MDA girl here since my story happened back in the 1940s. But trust me, it's anything but boring. Actually, it's the wildest thing that ever happened to me. I grew up in the palace, but life there wasn't dull at all. I had Adrian and Leon, my two best friends since forever. Adrian was the prince with the brightest smile. Strong, bold, always full of energy. We'd sneak out of our royal classes just to race through the halls looking for Leon. Leon was different, quieter, more grounded. His dad was my father's most trusted royal guard.
Watch out, princess! Whoa! Guards aren't supposed to touch the prince, remember?
Chill! We're besties, aren't we? But my dreams only grew bigger as I got older. When I turned 17, I asked the king to let me leave the palace. Just me. So I could see the world beyond those tall castle walls. The only thing standing in my way was getting the green light from my two besties.
It's dangerous out there, Aveline. You don't get how risky this is. I'll protect you, no matter where we are.
Right then, Adrian shoved Leon against the wall, and sparks flying between them, like literal eye daggers. They couldn't agree on anything anymore. Guys, I'm not a kid anymore. The king gave me his blessing, and I need to understand the people I serve. That night, I snuck out of the palace all by myself. I took a totally different look, stayed low-key, and hit the road with my heart pounding. Full of excitement, I went really far until I stopped at this small, rundown village. It felt like the perfect place to start learning how normal folks lived.
Mama, we got bread!
The kids laughed, running home with bright eyes when the rest of the villagers headed the other way, toward the village square. Looked like the monthly food rations from the palace just arrived. If only they knew the real princess was right here, they'd lose their minds. Suddenly, an old lady pushed a loaf of bread into my hands. "You look so miserable. Here, take this from our wonderful princess." My heart felt like it was glowing. They loved the kingdom's princess. They loved me. But wait, what? There weren't any soldiers or nobles around. Just a gorgeous girl pulling supplies from huge baskets, handing them out. Everyone bowed and shouted her name.
Long live our princess!
I froze. What the? They were calling her princess? But I'm the real princess. Thinking about someone pretending to be me made my blood boil. Hey! All eyes turned on me, even the fake princess. A few villagers narrowed their eyes, clearly ticked off, like they'd rip anyone apart who dared disrespect their beautiful princess. And no, not me. Her. But why was she pretending? I'm new here. Super touched. Long live the princess! The villagers all shouted along and dropped to their knees. The girl stood tall, confident, glowing as I slowly backed away, slipping into the crowd. If I wanted the truth, I had to hide. I became the girl in the shadows watching from the marketplace, tailing this fake princess's every move. Day after day, she did the same thing, giving out food, helping villagers, listening to their stories. Then she came over to me. I panicked, like full-on caught in the act mode. But she just offered me an apple with the kindest smile. "I'm always happy to help." I took it without thinking. Suddenly, some kids ran past me and one of them bumped into me, making me slip and fall to the ground.
I'm sorry.
Selena rushed to my side. "You're hurt!" Before I could say anything, she gently helped me up and led me to a small infirmary nearby. She carefully washed the cut and wrapped it up like she'd done it 100 times. Why? I didn't mean to say it out loud, but I had to know. Why risk so much pretending to be me just to help these people? Luckily, she didn't get what I meant. "Because I've always wanted to do more. People like you, those struggling, deserve better. That's why I'm building a small army, little by little. The nobles in the palace have ruled long enough. And hey, call me Selena." I was stunned. She wasn't just pretending, she was a rebel, helping people to win their hearts. And if she succeeded, it would lead to civil war. Back at the market, her words echoed in my head. I had to stop her. Fueled by that fire, I marched toward the village square, ready to tell the whole world who I really was. But right then, a hand grabbed me and yanked me away. Adrian showed up, hair all messy, face stormy, and wrapped me in the tightest hug.
I searched the whole kingdom for you. I was freaking out. You've caused enough chaos. We're going back to the palace, right now.
Hearing that, I pushed him away fast. I can't. There's something going on here. Someone dangerous.
Oh no, you're hurt. Are you okay? This place isn't safe.
Without another word, he threw me over his shoulder and marched toward the carriage. But then, a shadow moved lightning fast, blocking his path and pulling me out of his arms.
Leon, how dare you? She's made her choice. If she wants to stay, I'll protect her.
The two of them lunged at each other before anyone could even say chill. Ugh, boys. While they were busy wrestling like idiots, I slipped away. The next morning, everything changed. The villagers weren't treating me like some invisible homeless girl anymore. Then I caught Selena's look, and I had my answer. It was her. She saw me as a threat, so she turned the whole village against me. Rough hands shoved me toward the gates, but just before I hit the mud, someone caught me. The three of us set up camp at the edge of the forest. That's when I told them everything I'd learned about Selena, and what she was really planning.
I'll head back to the palace immediately and report this.
But I convinced Adrian to let me stay with Leon. I still needed his help.
You want to keep watching Selena?
I don't know if she's truly bad. Back then, she actually seemed like she cared. That night, we secretly followed Selena out of the village. She crossed the hills, the woods, and stopped at a crumbling orphanage at the edge of a forgotten town. I revealed my true identity as the princess and spoke with the head caretaker there. About Selena, she came to us as a child. Her parents died in a fire started by royal soldiers, but she was strong, brave. She once fought off guards who tried to take the king's food from us, just because an old woman was forced to kneel and pick crumbs off the ground. The nobles stole from the people? Yes, they starved us. It was unforgivable. Turned out, Selena wasn't some villain after all.
Her pain runs even deeper than mine.
Leon lost his mom young, but Selena, she lost everything. If anyone could understand her pain, it was him. We planned to return to the palace the next day and tell the king everything, but Selena beat us to it. The village square was packed again, except this time, the air buzzed with rage.
Down with the nobles!
Take back what's ours! Leon held me back, but I still followed the crowd until the villagers reached the royal guards. The first houses had already gone up in flames, smoke swirling into the sky. I screamed at Selena, then climbed to the tallest rooftop I could find. Stop! One by one, the royal guards stopped. Then they bowed, deep.
The princess is safe!
The villagers looked stunned. Turns out the homeless girl they'd kicked out was the real princess. Everyone turned to look at Selena, now trembling behind Leon like a leaf in the wind. I get it now. I've seen the injustice with my own eyes. I swear, I'll rebuild the people's trust in this kingdom. And the nobles who abuse their power will be punished. Every last one of them. The royal flags rolled in like storm clouds. And I knew something even scarier was coming. My father's wrath.
They burned down the entire royal post!
Because they're starving! The food and aid you sent never made it to them!
Your Majesty, this isn't treason! They were just trying to protect their families!
Adrian stepped up and tried to reason with my father, and surprisingly, his expression softened. The rage faded, replaced by a deep, thoughtful silence. Selena was sentenced soon after, but with everyone standing by her, the king gave me full authority to decide her fate. I never wanted to hurt anyone! I know, and thank you. My wound's already healed. She looked at me in shock as I raised my arm, still wrapped in the careful bandage she'd given me. You're not fighting alone anymore. You've got us now. And at the very least, someone really wants to talk to you. I glanced at Leon, who by the way was staring at Selena like she hung the moon.
And here I thought he was my rival. Huh!
Time passed. Even after I became queen, yes, I married Adrian, I still went out to deliver food myself to the most remote villages. Leon always escorted us. He'd taken over his father's role and was now one of the highest-ranking royal guards. And soon, he'd be a dad. He and Selena were expecting a baby boy.
I still think it's risky for you to go out like this.
Oh, come on. I've got the two best guys in the kingdom guarding me.
Hey there, viewers! Grab a seat. The show's about to kick off. I signaled to the chef, and together we pull off this ninja fruit spectacle, earning awestruck looks from everyone. In no time, we whip up a massive, eye-pleasing veggie soup. Just then...
What a delightful and talented kid! Look at her! She even resembles that popular character, Pomni, you know?
Of course I know. Hey kiddo, what's your name? Hello, I'm Raven, 15 years old. And now Raven Charles after these lovely couple adopted me. Hit like and subscribe and we'll dive into my wild story at the amazing Circus. I was the last kid to leave the orphanage. I know, I wasn't the cute, smart, or graceful type. The one thing I rocked at, or rather the only thing I was good at, was juggling! Did you know I just set my latest record of juggling 5 balls for an hour straight yesterday? Oh, Raven, who's gonna adopt someone who just plays with balls all day?
Seriously, I'd rather had a dog.
But then Mr. and Mrs. Charles showed up. They actually appreciated my juggling skills. They own the Amazing Circus, a renowned traveling circus that hits Orlando every fair season. And just like that, I became an official circus performer, something I always dreamed of. My new parents got me a costume like Pomni and plastered ads all over town. Talk about a crowd-pulling gimmick.
Just for doing a few juggling tricks, she gets all this hype? Are you even sure about letting her perform?
Come on, Luke, don't be so harsh. Let the girl have a go.
If she can't pull off anything impressive, she'll be out of the troupe soon enough.
That's Luke, a skilled magician in the circus and my adopted brother who, let's just say, is super rude. Maybe he's ticked off because the folks started paying more attention to me. But hey, I've got to prove I'm worth it. On my debut, the tent was swarming like an anthill.
This circus girl really does look like Pomni. The Amazing Digital Circus episode was awesome, so tonight's show must be a blast. Wonder what Pomni will perform, huh?
Man, the nerves. I've juggled 100 times for the orphanage kids, but never in front of hundreds of spectators. Deep breaths, Raven. You got this. I kick off my best juggling act with a beaming smile. But 10 minutes, then 15, and 30 minutes pass, and the cheers gradually turn into murmurs.
Hey, how long is she gonna keep up that act? What? Still going, huh?
Starting to sweat bullets here. My palms are all sweaty. Then a juggling club slips from my grip and... Oh no! Disaster!
Hey, Pomni! That juggling act was a snooze fest! Why don't you try the unicycle over there?
What? I've never even practiced on a unicycle. But I can't just disappoint the audience. Oh, what to do? Someone rolls the unicycle towards me. No choice but to go for it. God, why is this thing so hard to control? Seconds later, I lose it and crash into the audience seats. Oh no! Watch out! Ah! My first performance turned into a haunting embarrassment. Though my parents didn't say it, I could see the disappointment flickering in their eyes.
See? Better start packing your bags.
I've got to do something to turn this around. I waited so long to be adopted. I can't get kicked out of the troupe now. After that day, I was all in, spending every minute practicing. Balance first. Balance. Okay. 1, 2. Oh no! Someone caught me just in time. When I looked up, we were so close I thought I almost kissed him. Oh, but no, I was just startled. Anyway, that was the first time I met Aaron.
I've been to almost all of the Amazing Circus shows. The crowd was never that big until you showed up.
It's all because of the Pomni hype. That's why I got adopted and landed this gig. But in the end, I turned out to be a letdown. Now everyone will remember me as the circus actress famous for resembling Pomni but botching her act.
Who says that? You can do so much more. You just haven't tried yet. Let me help you.
With Aaron's encouragement, I gradually got the hang of unicycling. He even dropped by the circus when there were no shows, just to hang out and chat with me. Such a sweetheart. Right back to practicing. I was totally on it. Besides, upgrading my juggling skills, I picked up some cool new tricks to mix into my performance. This time, I was determined not to disappoint my foster parents.
Awesome! She's nailing it! More balls in the air and she's still breezing through the obstacles!
Told you I could do it! The crowd was pumped, demanding more Pomni, and my show schedule got packed. But then, a trouble hit. The props started acting up, mysteriously malfunctioning. Juggling clubs would break, balls got punctured, and the unicycle pedal snapped. Not just that, but a nasty rumor suddenly dropped. The Pomni performer secretly scalping tickets for meet and greets at outrageous prices? Guess who everyone suspected first?
Got any proof to back up your accusations, or are you just throwing shade?
It has to be you! I know you dislike me, and I don't need your approval. But at least don't stoop to sabotage. We're all here trying to make the Amazing Circus a success, aren't we?
Getting famous for a Pomni cosplay doesn't give you the right to be all high and mighty. I've been pulling off those tricks since I was a baby.
He really knows how to get on my nerves. But the drama didn't stop there. During one performance, Luke was preoccupied with the props, so he handed me a camera to snap a shot of Dad performing a high wire act. Then, as I pressed the shutter...
Whoa!
Oh no, Dad! I immediately pushed a trampoline underneath him and... Let go, Dad! I've got you! Oh Lord, I swear it was an accident! Then Dad started bouncing nonstop on the trampoline in that state. The audience was dying of laughter. We, not so much. Raven, haven't we always told you never to use a flash camera during performances? Even the audience knows that. But Luke gave me that camera. You set me up, didn't you?
Again with this? Drop the blame game. I turned the flash off. Besides, why would I endanger Dad just to frame you? You're out of your mind.
But
Okay, I'm too embarrassed to rehash this. But what about the ticket scalping rumor? Do you admit to it?
Dad!
One of the crew found this in your prop bag, Raven.
My throat seized up as if a ton of rocks were blocking it. What in the world was going on? My dream of becoming the best circus performer shattered. I had to leave the circus troupe the very next day. My parents didn't want to send me away, but all the evidence of those terrible beats pointed right at me. Not giving up, I returned to the circus area and watched from afar for days.
I'm so sorry, Raven. But I believe in you. There must have been some misunderstanding.
Exactly. I need to find proof. It's gotta be Luke's doing. Then disaster struck one evening. The circus tent suddenly burst into flames. Mom! Dad! I rushed into the tent, charging through the fire as if I were made of steel.
Raven, help them get out!
What are you up to? I hurried after Luke and saw him kick a shadowy figure trying to sneak away from behind the tent, clutching a backpack full of cash. My heart stopped when I realized it was Aaron. What's going on? Aaron?
Still asking? He was stealing our money.
No, it can't be. Aaron is a good person, 1,000,000 times better than you. He wouldn't do this.
Wake up, Raven. He's been using you. Remember the incident with Dad and the camera flash? I believe you didn't do it. After you were kicked out, I talked to the audience from that show. It was Aaron who turned on the flash. He wanted to frame me, knowing I usually take the photos during Dad's acts. And the ticket money too. He pinned it all on you.
Enough, Luke. Stop making up stories. Aaron, you couldn't have done those things, right?
Yes. How would I even know which was Raven's prop bag to put the money in? Trust me, Raven.
We never mentioned finding the money in the prop bag. Aaron's expression changed in the blink of an eye.
Damn it. It's all your fault. If we can't succeed, then neither can you.
Be careful, Luke! Aaron tried to use the chaos to escape, but not so fast. Let's see what these friends can do.
Whoa!
Turns out Aaron was the son of another circus owner. Since the Amazing Circus gained fame with me as Pomni, his family's circus lost its audience, leading to a drastic drop in revenue. He had always intended to destroy our circus. And to think I once considered him a friend! We received a significant compensation for the fire damage, but... Oh, what a disaster. The tent is gone, staff have left, and many props were destroyed. Where do we start from now? Everyone, I have an idea. Pomni, Kane, Ragatha, and Jax. We look quite like the characters from the Amazing Digital Circus in real life, right? We filmed our unique circus performances in these cosplay costumes and uploaded them to YouTube, and the videos exploded with massive interaction. In no time, the Amazing Circus quickly regained its fame and continued to rock the fair seasons in Orlando and the surrounding areas. Above all, I'm grateful that we went through all this together, as a true family. What a brilliant idea! Raven, you're so smart. We're sorry for misunderstanding you before. It's okay, and I think there's one more person who owes me an apology.
All right. Sorry.
It was my moment, the school talent show stage. I took a deep breath, calmed my nerves, and gave the audience a quick bow. The auditorium went silent as I stepped into an empty box and shut the door. And then, poof! Over here, folks! The crowd gasped, totally floored. But that was just my warm-up. I stepped into another box and poof! I reappeared on stage. Fireworks blasting from my wand. The audience lost it. Even the principal came up to hand me the first place trophy. For the first time ever, I was the center of attention. And let me tell you, it felt amazing. Hi, everyone. So, this is my first time introducing myself like this. Feels kinda awkward, not gonna lie. I'm Kelly and I'm super shy, but wait a minute. What's so funny? You're the one who made me dance.
You're just too cute.
Ah, screw this. My name's Kelly and yeah, I'm ridiculously shy. Probably because back in middle school, I was bullied for having a nose so red it gave Rudolph competition. Having allergies isn't a crime, okay? With my shy vibe, making friends was tough. I'll admit it, I envied the confident social butterfly who just owned who they were. And then I befriended someone just like that. It was Rylan, the guy you just saw. He's unfairly good looking. Like, are you kidding me? Levels of handsome. Honestly, the school's rugby team should thank the stars he's stuck in the Panther mascot costume at games. Otherwise, he'd steal their spotlight in a heartbeat. Oh, and he's a total wizard at magic. Lucky me, I get private lessons with him, and may I say they are magical. Chef's kiss. And yeah, I have the biggest crush on him. Please don't tell him though, or I might just evaporate from the sheer embarrassment. By the time I hit high school, I'd had a major glow up. My nose was no longer Rudolph red, but it was indeed so cute. People noticed too, showering me with compliments, which gradually boosted my confidence. But my crush on Rylan was still a secret, and it's getting harder to keep it in because he's just so, perfect.
Hey, Kelly, the talent show this Saturday. And guess what? The great magician, aka me, needs an assistant. Would Lady Kelly do me the honor?
Of course, great magician. Ask me again and I might say yes to marrying you too. Practicing with Rylan gave me plenty of excuses to spend time with him. Showtime came fast, but disaster struck. Rylan got food poisoning and couldn't perform. That left me to take the stage alone. Oh my gosh, everyone's going to stare. What if I forget the tricks? My mind was spiraling, but there was no backing out. Well, you saw how it went. Honestly, I was as surprised as anyone when the performance crushed and the crowd went wild. After that day, everyone at school noticed me. Everywhere I went, people waved and smiled. They couldn't stop asking about the secret behind my magic trick and kept begging me to perform it again. By lunchtime, even Jennifer, the hottest K-pop trainee in school, invited me to sit with her. It felt like the entire room's attention was glued to our table. The pressure was unreal. I even dropped my tray.
Looks like I found something almost as stunning as you on the floor.
Holy cow, it was Ash, the Teen Vogue cover model of last month. Somebody hold my salad, I can't breathe.
Whoa, easy there.
Wait, did I just land in an angel's arms?
Looks like you're overwhelmed. Let me get you out of here. Do you mind, dude?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I just stepped into an MDA teen fic world. Totally obsessed! For a second, I thought my life had turned into a movie. But just a few days later, reality hit hard. Jennifer and Ash barely remembered my name. Nope, it wasn't about to fade into the background again. I ran to Rylan and begged for new tricks. He was thrilled, teaching me all sorts of cool moves. The next morning, I showed up at school with pastel pink hair. Everyone was shook. A crowd formed instantly. But then, Miss Glinda, our no-nonsense hall monitor, stormed over. What is this? Do you have any idea how many uniform rules you're breaking? Straight to the principal's office. But miss, I didn't dye my hair. You must be mistaken. I snapped my fingers and poof, my hair turned back to its original color. The crowd lost it cheering. Miss Glinda was speechless. How did you... Wait, no magic in school! Principal's office, now! Magic? What magic? My hair's been normal the whole time, right guys? The crowd backed me up, leaving Miss Glinda fuming. From that day on, I kept the magic rolling. One day I'd shuffle cards, another day I'd change my eyes from brown to ice blue. Once I even stepped out of my locker in full goth mode. How's that for a vibe switch? Every day was something new. No one ever got bored. What's tomorrow's trick? Spill the tea, bestie!
Can't wait to see what you've got next.
See? No way I'm flopping with moves like these. Curious how I pull off my magic tricks? Drop your guesses in the comments. Oh, there is one trick I can share with you though. Sometimes people ask me to conjure up stuff they've lost. Like, what? I'm a magician, not Harry Potter. But not wanting to disappoint anyone, I secretly go buy replacements and pretend I magically summon them. Gosh, I really hope no one figures it out.
Well, well. Looks like our magician here can summon lost objects now. How about trying Accio? Or better yet, Leggy Lemons. You could read people's minds.
Shh, keep your voice down. Did you just say Kelly can read minds? Suddenly, everyone crowded around me, their eyes wide with curiosity. Oh no, what now? I scanned the crowd and spotted my friends among them. Got it. Okay, I'll invite a few of you up. Write your secrets on paper and I promise I'll guess them right. Deal? The crowd cheered. I invited Luna and Cherry to the front. They eagerly scribbled on their papers while I closed my eyes doing some magic hand movements. Luna, you once cosplayed as a character and ripped your pants on stage. And Cherry, you like Ash so much that you plastered his photos on your wall and kissed them. The crowd burst out laughing. It was working. I didn't write that. Neither did I. What kind of friend uses our secrets as a joke for everyone to laugh at? We're done, Kelly. They stormed off furious. The crowd turned on me, booing, calling me a fraud and throwing crumpled papers my way. I dropped to my knees, mortified. Rylan stood in the distance, his eyes filled with disappointment.
You've changed, Kelly.
As if things couldn't get worse, Miss Glinda appeared and punished me for littering. I had no words, only tears as I sat in detention, utterly defeated. For days, the entire school buzzed about the incident. My friends refused to speak to me no matter how many times I apologized. Then, out of nowhere, the PA system called me to the principal's office. The hallway went dead silent as everyone stared at me. Gosh, if only I could shrink into an ant right now.
Congratulations, Kelly! You've been chosen to perform at the upcoming rugby championship.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Prepare an epic magic show. Talent scouts will be there. Who knows? This could make you a star.
But, sir, I can't. I'm not even a real magician.
No false modesty, young lady. Just get ready.
The moment I stepped out, a crowd was already waiting. OMG, Kelly, you're going to light up the championship!
What's your big act gonna be? Spill!
What's the big deal?
She's just salty you got picked and Miss K-pop trainee didn't.
Not true. Kelly's my bestie. Anyway, wouldn't it be cooler if her act included, I don't know, confessing to her crush? Oh, no. While the crowd roared with excitement, I was full on panicking. What do I do? Fast forward to game day, and I was trembling like a leaf. But there was no backing out now. I stepped into position as the entire stadium held its breath. And then my feet lifted off the ground. I floated higher and higher, sparkling under the stadium lights. It was the most magical moment of my life. Just then, heart-shaped fireworks exploded in the sky. To the wildest panther out there, you've stolen the game and my heart. Will you be my boyfriend? The spotlight hit the school's panther mascot. The stadium erupted, chanting for him to take off the mask. My heart pounded. How would Rylan react? When the mask came off, I almost fell out of the sky. It wasn't Rylan. It was some random dude blushing furiously. The crowd roared with laughter, and I wanted to crawl into a hole.
Sure thing, sweetheart. I'll take good care of you.
He even blew me a kiss. Ew. I dodged it, but the wire holding me up snapped. I plummeted, but someone caught me just in time.
You really know how to make a guy's heart stop.
I opened my eyes, realizing I was cradled in Rylan's arms. You! Why didn't you tell me this was part of the plan? Okay, you must be so confused. Let me rewind and explain. After I found out I'd be performing at the championship, I went straight to Rylan for help. No way I could pull this off alone. At first, he flat out refused. Fair enough, I had to climb through his window to beg.
No means no, Kelly. Haven't you learned anything? You used me and your friends just to grab attention. Now you're here asking for my help? Seriously?
I know I messed up, okay? I feel awful, but this isn't about me. It's about representing the school. Plus, talent scouts will be there. If we nail this, you'll get to perform on a big stage. Please trust me. Rylan thought long and hard before speaking.
If I help you, you have to promise to stop chasing school clout and quit doing crazy stuff just to get noticed.
I promise! I've been doing some thinking lately. Without you and my friends, what's the point of being popular? Those people are so fake. They flip on you in a second.
Wow, I didn't know I mean that much to you.
I just smiled awkwardly. If only he knew how much he really meant to me. Rylan and I dove headfirst into planning every detail of this epic performance. I thought I had everything figured out, but as you saw, he swapped himself out with some random goofball and humiliated me in front of the entire school. Furious, I shoved him away and stormed off.
Kelly, wait! I didn't think the act would go sideways like that.
What about you switching with that guy, huh? The whole school's laughing at me now.
They'll forget soon enough. Can't you see? The attention you wanted never lasts. Something else will grab their focus soon. I just wanted you to realize that and stop stressing so much. Didn't you say your close friends matter most?
Even though I hated his approach, I had to admit he had a point. But pulling that without telling me? That's so messed up!
Well, you didn't exactly tell me you were going to confess your feelings on stage. I panicked. I thought you weren't serious and just wanted to mess with me.
My heart skipped a beat. Gathering all my courage, I decided to lay my feelings bare. That I've liked you since middle school but never told you because I thought someone shy and insecure like me didn't stand a chance.
You dork. That's exactly why I like you.
He pulled me close, but we bumped foreheads and couldn't help breaking into giggles. After the rugby fiasco, the whole school started calling me the Cuckoo Crusher. Everywhere I went, people laughed or teased me. At first, I was mortified, but then I thought, whatever. If they want a show, I'll give them one. Yeah, I'm the Cuckoo Crusher, but the cuckoo I'm crushing on is this idiot right here. The crowd gasped, visibly impressed by my guts. Rylan turned bright red. Serves him right. Even Cherry and Luna approached me to make amends. After chatting for a while, they forgave me. Turns out my exposing their secrets act wasn't all bad. Luna found a group of anime-loving friends because of it. And Cherry? Well, Ash confessed to her, making her dream of dating her idol come true. Funny how things that seem super embarrassing at the moment aren't as catastrophic as you think. They blow over quickly, just like my The Cuckoo Crusher nickname. But wait, there's more. Despite the chaotic performance, Talent Scout saw potential in me and offered me a contract to become an artist. Naturally, I credited Rylan for everything, but he insisted we're a team and should do it together. And that's how we ended up with our own magic show. Hey Kelly, good luck with your performance tonight! Don't screw it up, okay? If you crash and burn this time, we won't be able to save you. Trust me, we've got this. That night, I truly believe we gave the audience a magical night they'd never forget.